This is the funniest thing. ABC News ran a special report headline at the bottom of their screen yesterday saying that former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort has been indicted of and pled guilty to 5 counts of manslaughter. And of course, Manafort hasn't even been charged with manslaughter, at least not yet, but it made for a very funny few minutes of confusion. And I genuinely wonder how this happens. Like, were they preparing a story that was actually about manslaughter? Or were they preparing a story about Manafort pleading guilty to something other than manslaughter? But that doesn't really make sense because Manafort also didn't plead guilty to anything. I really am, my main curiosity is, how did Manafort pleads guilty to 5 counts of manslaughter end up on the screen? And it is stepping right into the narrative that Donald Trump has developed, teeing it up for Trump to hit out of the park. Trump immediately tweeting when this happened, look what fake ABC News put out. I guess they had it prepared from the 13 angry Democrats leading the witch hunt, hashtag stop the bias. And of course, as far as we know, this isn't related to bias. We don't have reason to think it was a practical joke, but it does set Trump up perfectly. And you can't help Trump push the narrative, right? That is what happens when you put this up on the screen. And I like when these things happen because it's funny. They get called technical errors when it's not really a technical error. Somebody clearly messed up, but it feeds right into the Trump narrative around fake news.
It was obviously a fake chyron. If Paul Manafort was to kill someone, there would obviously be some intent behind it and some planning. It wouldn't be manslaughter.
That's the part that's not believable. If Manafort's actions led to somebody's death, it would be murder, not manslaughter, from everything we know about the guy. But the technical error. News reporter ends up on camera without pants, and then this news station will say, we regret that there was a technical error that took place. It's like, well, no, the reporter wasn't wearing pants. That's not exactly a technical thing. We regret the technical error that occurred when our reporter shouted racist obscenities during their report. Really, which piece of equipment caused that to take place? But in the end, this plays directly into Trump's fake news narrative. So it is unfortunate as much as it is funny.